Good morning, everyone, and welcome to the Clone Conspiracy Corner. Now, before we get started today, I wanted to give you guys a little preface on how this idea came about. So, I recently picked up the 3-volume hardcover Star Wars encyclopedia and thought it would be a fun idea to read an entry of that every day. So, what better way to chronicle that than this? But before I start the encyclopedia, I decided that I wanted to do a thorough overview of the Star Wars galaxy as a whole. So we will be starting with this book that I've had for a very long time, The New Essential Guide to Chronology. It was published in 2005, so it primarily covers the Legends material, which is going to be most of what this channel covers. So, let's get started. You can see here in the inside cover, there's a very cool image of Luke Skywalker with Ben Kenobi from A New Hope. And something I like about this book too is the art in it is primarily, looks as if it's paintings, which I think for a historical reference guide is a really cool touch. So, past the table of contents, we can see it has a pretty thorough timeline of the Star Wars Legends universe, all the way from the pre-Republic era, all the way through the New Jedi Order, covering from roughly 100,000 BBY to 36 ABY. So today we'll start with the introduction to students of history. History survives only if it is recorded. This was true when Palpatine's Empire purged thousands of years of records from the galactic archives, and it is even more important today in the wake of the Yuuzhan Vong invasion that saw the destruction of the great library of Ober-Sky. More than ever, it is vital that historians assemble a formal account for future generations. Fortunately, new data caches have been uncovered since the HoloNet release of the first edition of this chronicle. Holes have been plugged and gaps filled in as untold information on the Clone Wars, the extermination of the Jedi, and the nature of the ancient Republic have come to light. Often we have interviewed surviving eyewitnesses to history to gain a personal perspective on galactic events, and of course, the recent events of the Yuuzhan Vong War and the aftermath have been recorded while the wounds are still fresh. The resulting chronicle covers more than 30 millennia of history, from the Cotton Infinite Empire to the rise of the Jedi Knights, from the Sith War to the Clone Wars, from the death of the Republic to the birth of the new Jedi Order. This is the 36th year since the destruction of the first Death Star that marks our calendar's 0 point. It is even more apparent that we study the rich and glorious tradition of our past, and also remember that many dark mistakes we must learn from both. Voron Nov, Archivist Emeritus, Historical Council, Galactic Federation of the Free Alliance. A note on dating conventions. The years in this document are marked according to the New Standard Convention, which uses the Battle of Yavin as its 0 point. This event, which saw the destruction of the first Death Star and the dawning of the new hope of people of the galaxy, represents a symbolic beginning of our current society. Events that precede this event are indicated BBY, and those noted after as ABY. For an extensive list of historical resources, visit www.starwars.com. So, thank you guys for joining me today, and come back tomorrow as we begin the Tales of the Ancient Republic.